I'm so excited. From Cherokee County. Please welcome our friend Sheriff Reynolds. Good morning, Sheriff. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Kincaid and Dallas. It's been a while.
It has been a while. We haven't seen you in forever.
Yes.
I'm glad. We got to get you on the radio more often, and you're glad to do it, which we appreciate. I was talking to Dallas, and I was thinking about how back in the day, and my apologies if this happens to you all the time, where law enforcement, you're used like pawns by parents who will basically use y'all to discipline their kids. That was the go-to for my mom. Oh, you're not going to go to school? Well, you know what? The police are going to come. My mom, it was always, my mom would demonize you. The police will come and they will take you away from me forever if you don't go to school. My mom would always put that on you. And so I was thinking about how many times parents, like law enforcement's the go-to, like if you don't do this, or if you don't stop acting this way, or if you don't stop hurting your brother, then I'm going to call the police. How often does that still happen?
It happens every day, especially, when I go to a restaurant and a parent looks at their child and says, you better eat all your green beans or he's going to take you to jail.
You're just trying to go to the Olive Garden.
That seems a little drastic.
Well, what I'll do is I'll just look at the kid and say, no, son, I'm not going to take you. I'm going to take your parents. Yeah.
That will scare them too.
And, stuff like that. Or you pull the car over because the kid's bouncing around in the back seat and not wearing their seatbelt, and you pull them over, and the parent asks you to, make their kid wear their seatbelt, and I'll say, no, it's not my responsibility to make your kid wear your seatbelt. That's your job. So it happens everywhere all day long. People call 911, to make their kids go to school, and you go out there and the kid's still in their pajamas. And you're like,
wait a minute. So you really go to the house to try to make the kids go to school? Oh, absolutely. Wow.
How often?
It is a true.
How often do you get 911 calls?
Violation.
Interesting. How often?
They'll call 911. That's at least daily.
Wow.
Somewhere in the county. Yeah.
Which, honestly, you're not supposed to do 911 for emergencies only, but yet it's got to be with all the awful things that you have to go and respond to. Sometimes it's got to be a little fun to go, no, you got to go to school, or no, you got to make sure you eat your breakfast. It's got to be fun a little bit sometimes.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to go. It is a truancy violation, but you get, some positive, time with the children, and try to, encourage them to do the right thing. But yeah, the parents, unfortunately, they try to leverage your position of authority to discipline their children. And, and that demonizes us, as you said, Kincaid, the law enforcement perspective. We're always there to serve and protect, as they say, but some of that's pretty unnecessary.
Gotcha. While we have you here, my kids always want me to turn the dome light on, and I'm afraid that I'll be taken into custody at night. Is there truly a violation for turning your light on, even for just like a second? My kid will drop something. Can you turn the light on? No, we'll get pulled over.
No, that's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, have you ever pulled somebody over because they had their light on in the car?
Yeah.
No, I've never done that. In fact, I do it quite often, looking for my glasses or something. Not
that's so funny.
Yeah. What about kids that call 911 on their parents?
Oh, yes.
Yes, that is something that's pretty common as well. So you'll get a kid that calls 911 because their parents took their cell phone or their device or disciplined their child in some capacity. Yeah.
So kids will think that a punishment's totally unfair, and they, again, will call 911. No, you come out and tell my mom that I need to have my switch back.
Yeah, it's my property. I own it. And it's like, son, who pays the bill?
Yeah.
That's so shut down real fast.
The things you never thought law enforcement had to deal with. You know what I mean? In the same way,
Exactly.
the running joke about the firefighters going up a tree to get a cat down. You're handling disputes over punishments dealt out to 10-year-olds who just won't listen.
That is crazy. Can I tell him the Miss Jan story?
Yeah, please. You've got to hear this story.
Last night we were talking about you being on the air with us, and something came up about Scott and his brother Greg. They were visiting their mother for Christmas, and they went to a store. It was Christmas Day, and Walgreens was the only thing open. So they were going to get something to drink, so they decided to walk. Well, 2 hours went by, and she was getting really worried. So she calls the police there in Ohio where she lived and said, my sons have been gone for a couple of hours, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And the cop said, well, ma'am, how old are they? And she said, 50. It's like,
I wouldn't
You
worry
would be
just yet.
surprised to have- Oh my goodness.
I guess I don't. She
Yeah.
was just worried about. But here's the funny part: they were going to the liquor store. So, anyways, it was
Well,
just
at least they were walking and not driving.
Exactly.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I said.
For sure. Aren't we too? If we are on a road that doesn't have a side, I'm asking you all the questions because we have you here. We never get to talk to you. If I am walking to Walgreens to buy booze on Christmas and it's a 2-lane road, am I supposed to walk again? Am I supposed to walk against traffic or with traffic?
Yeah, you have to walk against
That's what I
traffic so you
thought.
can
Yeah.
see what's coming.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
And they can see me with my wine. Awesome.
You won't even walk to the grocery store, so that's
I
not
won't
gonna
even
happen.
walk to the grocery store that's 0.3 miles from my
I
house.
know
You're right. Never.
exactly.
Sheriff Reynolds.
I
Yes.
think that's probable cause for pulling Kincaid over.
It is. Please, anytime
I
you see
think
me.
you're right about that.
Yeah, just walking. Sheriff Reynolds, it has been a delight. Please, anytime you need anything from us for the department to promote anything or just to say hi, please check in. We love talking to you. And Dallas, even more so, would
Absolutely.
love seeing you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you are our favorite, Sheriff Reynolds. You are our favorite for
We
sure.
appreciate you. Thank you for being on the
Thank
radio
you
with
so
us,
much.
Sheriff
Yep.
Reynolds. Thank you. So if you're a parent, did you have to do that? And do you feel bad now after hearing Sheriff Reynolds? Did you have to threaten your kids? Well, if you don't listen, I'm going to have the police involved. Or did your kids call 911 on you because of an unfair punishment?
That is
Like,
crazy.
That is crazy.
That would have gotten me in more trouble with my parents.
Seriously?
They would say,
Oh my
not only is your
gosh.
phone taken away now for a month, we're going to make that double now, 2 months.
I'd have been grounded for life.
What happened with your kids and the police? Tell us your story.